Hi, everybody. It's Leah Entling with Running USA, and I'm so excited to be here today with Bill Johnston, who is the co-founder and president of Recover Brands. Bill, welcome.
Thanks, Leah. It's great to be here today.
Well, this is an exciting time for your company. As many folks in our audience know, Recover Brands is based in Asheville, North Carolina. And in 2025, they are celebrating 15 years in business. Congratulations.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's an exciting year for us and a fun milestone to hit 15 years.
Very cool. Well, we've gotten to know you over the years as you've attended the industry conference. I believe you're coming in for probably your fourth event with us in 2026.
That's right. Yeah, we're have had great experiences at all the Running USA conferences we've been to. It's such a great group of people and fun to have the industry leaders in the running event space all in one place like that. So we're really looking forward to St. Louis next year.
And we can't wait to see you there as well. So, good stuff. I wanted to chat a little bit about kind of the origins of Recover Brands and some of the focus that you have on sustainability, which is such a great issue and such an important one, certainly in our industry and on the planet as a whole right now. So tell me a little bit about the backstory. Like, what inspired you to create a company that was going to do apparel, but it was also going to be really healthy for the earth?
Yeah, so we started up, as you said, 15 years ago, in 2010, and the idea for the company from day one was always to make the most environmentally friendly and socially responsible products possible. Then we've also had a big educational component to our mission as well, and that's really to educate and inspire people to be better stewards of the environment. When we started the company, I was pretty fresh out of college and actually working in the outdoor adventure business. So I've always been really into outdoor sports, and I was working for a company as a backpacking and mountaineering guide, leading trips all over the world, and really fell in love with the environmental education side of it. So for me, I knew I wanted to get into some sort of sustainability. I kind of coupled that interest with a background in textiles. I grew up in North Carolina. My family's been in textiles. I went to NC State in the College of Textiles. So I've grown up around that and kind of combined that interest for apparel manufacturing and textiles with sustainability and environmental education. And that's where the idea for Recover was born. But it really all kind of stemmed from learning about this technology of using 100% recycled materials and putting it into apparel. When we first started, that technology was more common in other textile applications, but we really felt like there'd be a big opportunity to take the technology, fine tune it to make really nice apparel, and ultimately make the most environmentally friendly and socially responsible products possible. So we've been mission driven since day one, and we really still use our mission as kind of that North Star guiding light with really how we approach our business and the decisions that we make on a daily basis.
Super interesting. I'm curious. So, you were in the outdoor space, kind of the backpacking world. How did you connect with the endurance industry, and kind of what role has our industry played in, helping grow the brand over the years?
Yeah, so early on when we were starting, a lot of our customer base was honestly things that I was personally interested in, or we were interested in as a company, and that was outdoor sports. I've always been really into cycling, mountain biking, backpacking, and then also running, and felt like the running industry was a natural fit for our products. We kind of saw some early success with selling to a couple of race directors that were looking for a sustainable product, and our whole business model kind of evolved from there. So we sell to retailers and offer products and run specialty stores, but then also being able to do large scale production for events. So, we can work with your small, grassroots race that might have 50 runners, all the way up to a global marathon with 50,000 plus runners, right? So with our vertical manufacturing, we're kind of able to cater to both and then everything in between. But a lot of it was really about like finding an audience that was interested in sustainability. Early on, that was more of kind of the trail audience, but it kind of started morphing into road races as well. And then as sustainability has become such a focal point in our society as a whole, and more races and directors, and then also runners too asking for it. We've been able to kind of start partnering with races, all over the country of all sizes to spread that sustainable message with really high quality products that the runners can get excited about.
That's awesome. Um, One thing I'm curious about, and I'm not even sure I know exactly what this term means, but you are known for having a closed loop manufacturing model. For those of us who might be a little confused about what that is, can you kind of explain it and then tell us what it looks like in practice?
Yeah, so our closed loop model is really all about circularity. And when I say circularity, that's probably another term that needs to be defined. But for us, it's all about making products that are not only made from 100% recycled materials, but also products that are 100% recyclable at the end of the garment's life. So we really try to think about that holistic approach to sustainability. So the materials that go into it, but also reducing carbon emissions, saving water, saving energy, and really thinking about the entire footprint of the garment. But then also when that garment is worn out, where does it go when the life of the garment is over? So you as an individual, you can actually recycle your old garments through our 360 closed loop program. And then we're also able to work with events and retailers to help recycle their dead stock or old inventory. So, a lot of races have, inventory that's just been built up over time, leftover shirts or merchandise. And we're able to actually take back that merchandise from other brands and help our partners recycle those products by breaking down the fibers and putting them into our supply chain. So basically, what closed loop means is that everything is circular. Not anything that we make is designed to be recycled at the end of the garment's life, never go back into the landfill. And so what we're really trying to accomplish is this circular economy, or this 360 closed loop model, where we're keeping materials out of the landfill and giving them new infinite life to make products. And it started, that was a big goal of ours when we first launched the company, was we want to design products that can be fully recycled. That's been 15 years in the making to build this, infrastructure and supply chain to be able to do that. And when we started out, we were only able to take back recover products, but now we can actually take back products from other brands too. So cotton and polyester are the two ingredients that we look for, where we can actually break the fibers down and put them back into this closed loop supply chain. So we've really been able to partner with a lot of different events to help them repurpose some of that excess stock that they have, or dead inventory or obsolete inventory, and really give the material new life and ultimately not send it to the landfill.
That's awesome. And what a great, sustainability selling point for events companies who want to be able to report back to their consumers that this is an option. Can I ask, is there a high added cost to this, or how does it factor out in the expense side?
Yeah, so there's definitely a cost associated with it, right? It takes a lot of manpower and labor to be able to sort the materials, and then the processing of actually breaking the fibers down. What we found though is we're completely vertical manufacturers, so we actually do our own recycling, we do our own yarn spinning, knitting, finishing, and cut and sew. So by being fully vertical like that, we're able to save cost in other areas and ultimately pass that along to our customers, being the race directors and retailers, and at the end of the day, it's the individual runners. So with that, yes, it is more expensive, but we feel like we're able to control that and offer a really competitive price point because we are vertically integrated.
Very cool. Well, tell me about some of your partnerships. I mean, I know you work with different events of all sizes all over the country, as you've mentioned. Tell me a little bit about what those partnerships look like and how you've expanded them over the years.
Yeah, it's well, and it's like we said earlier, just races of all sizes. We really look for race partners that are, interested in our mission and want a high quality product with a story behind it that they can share with their runners. And I think I'll start with kind of highlighting a key partnership that we're super proud of, and it's coming up soon. Is the Marine Corps Marathon, which is just a few weeks away. It's actually the 50th anniversary for the Marine Corps Marathon, and that's just a great example of how we can partner with a race. This year, they'll have 40,000 marathoners coming in. All of the marathoners will get this limited edition, 100% recycled quarter zip that we manufacture that highlights the product and story. So it's a really nice performance piece. Additionally, we will set up at their 2-day expo, which is an activated 10,000 square foot retail space to welcome all of those runners who are coming in to run the 50th Marine Corps Marathon. And even beyond that, there's finish line merchandise. We've got a retail partner on board with it, but that's a partnership that we're extremely proud of. We're in our 3rd year with them, and with the 50th being this year, that's in just a few weeks away. That's definitely an important one to note. But we've got so many other exciting race partners. Fall, as we all know, is a busy time for events. Charlotte Marathon is another great partner of ours. That's right here in North Carolina, where we have a similar setup where we're making the participant shirts, staff gear, volunteer gear, expo merchandise, kind of offering a full suite of products where the beauty of partnering in that capacity is that we're able to tell that sustainability story throughout. So we'll set up what we call a zero waste online store as well. And through all the marketing of the event, we can talk about the sustainability aspect. And what's really cool with all of our products is that every single product that we make is certified through a third party. So we can put together these impact reports and sustainability reports that show the landfill diversion, the water savings, the energy savings, the greenhouse gas emission reduction, all of these ongoing efforts that the race can then share with their runners. And so, those are a couple of examples of events that we have coming up, but, it's races of all sizes, and we, love working with, small community races as well, and can do large scale events too.
Well, I know your team sent over some really great pictures of the Marine Corps merch, so we'll be sure to share those right in this section so that people can check it out. It looked really, really good. One other thing that just popped into my head is that I know we're right around the anniversary right now of last year's really terrible hurricane that hit Asheville pretty hard, and Recover did some great community outreach and support in the aftermath of that. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and maybe just share some of the impact of the efforts that you made in the aftermath of the storm?
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you mentioning that. It's certainly been at the front of mind around here in Asheville, with the storm being 367 days ago. So it's September 27th is the date that always sticks out to us. So this past weekend, there were a lot of just community events where folks were kind of gathering and just reflecting on how challenging the past year was, but then also what was so encouraging about it at all is just how resilient and powerful the community is here. We're super proud to be from Asheville and to have such a strong community. And a big thing that we did kind of soon, right when the storm hit, was so many businesses and organizations were affected by it, and individuals too. And so we try to use our platform as a way to help just raise awareness and really raise funds to support individual businesses, organizations. So one thing we did was launch a small business fundraiser where we were basically hosting a print-on-demand model for small businesses that had to shut down, and all of the proceeds from those sales went directly back to the organization. So we were able to do a custom, T-shirt for those businesses. We did it with nonprofits as well. We also had our WNC Strong fundraiser where we were selling WNC Strong t-shirts and donating all the proceeds back to local organizations. Socks were a big item that people that really needed around here. So we had a WNC Strong sock where we donated a pair to a person in need for every product sold. And then additionally, we donated a lot of product as we were heading into the cooler months. September, it was still warm, but winter was rapidly approaching. So we actually donated a lot of new sweatshirts and fleece products to people in need that would need those products through the winter months. So it was kind of a combination of different things, and we still have some different fundraisers going on. We've recently sponsored a tree planting along the Hominy Creek Greenway in collaboration with Asheville Greenworks and Arbor Day Foundation. And our big goal is just to stay active in the relief efforts because, a year out, a lot of things, people kind of move on. There's other things that happen, but there's still so much work that needs to be done. So we're really trying to take a long view on it and make sure that we're supporting the community and the rebuilding efforts, in the best ways that we can. So it's been an ongoing effort, but we've been really inspired by the community here and all the good that has come from it with people just coming together.
For sure. How many employees do you have there in the Asheville area?
So we just have 6 employees that live in the Asheville area. Our warehouse and distribution is actually in North Georgia, where the majority of our team operates. We've got just under 90 that are down in that area. So in Asheville proper, we've got about 6 folks that are right here.
Super interesting. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but 15 years in, what's next? What are you looking at doing for your next chapter of the business?
Yeah, for sure. Well, so a big part of it for us is really awareness. When we think about the last 15 years and where we've kind of come as a brand, and really where society has come in terms of how we view sustainability and people being aware of, the importance of protecting our planet and helping Earth recover. We're really trying to continue to get the word out there and really to build great products that people can get excited about. So we're certainly expanding our product line. We're building more retail-oriented products, expanding into new markets. But for us, it's about awareness and just getting our brand out in front of as many people as we can. And at the end of the day, we feel like the more people we can reach, the more customers we can work with, the bigger impact the bigger positive impact we will have together. So we're just trying to continue to get the word out there and continue to try to educate and inspire people to be better stewards of the environment.
Awesome. Well, we certainly appreciate you being part of Running USA, and I know folks will look forward to meeting you at the conference. So, Bill, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Leah. It's great to be with you today. I appreciate you having me, and we look forward to seeing everyone in a few months. It's hard to believe we're already almost there.
I know. Time flies. Thanks again, Bill. Take care.